Hello once again. Today I just wanted to share a little insight on depression. Now, why would I want to take the time out of my day to share something about depression? Well, a lot of us might know someone or know of someone that suffered with this mental illness, and at that, it's a very dangerous, invisible, and distraughtful mental illness. A lot of people take their own lives because of it, and it goes unseen a lot. And it's not to go unseen because I'm here to shed some light on it. And if this ain't your type of thing, you're free to skip, you don't have to watch. But since you're here, let's get to it. Now, one of the key symptoms of depression is to see no hope, to see no future. Now, depression lies. It makes you think that things are wrong. However, depression itself is not a lie. It's not. It's one of the most real things that anyone can experience. But of course, like I said, it's invisible. It's invisible because no one can see inside of your mind. No one knows what is going on inside your head. It's invisible. You can't get diagnosed by blood samples or tissue analyzation, none of that, because it's all in here. Now, to other people, it sometimes seems like nothing at all, but it's not. Because, like my grandmother said, those who have pain feel it. Now, it is not seen, but those who have pain feel it. And it could be physical as well, right? Let's say if you have chronic back pain, no one's going to be able to see your chronic back pain. You dang sure do feel it. Now, depression is similar in the sense that you will have depression and no one will really be able to see it because it's in here. Now, it's like you're walking around with your head on fire and no one can see the flames. It's cruel. And so depression is largely unseen and mysterious because it's easy for stigma to survive as well. Now, stigma is cruel for depressives because stigma affects thoughts, and depression is literally a disease of thoughts. Now, what does that mean? It means that, oh, I'm not good enough. Oh, no one loves me. Oh, life isn't worth living. Why am I alive? My life has no purpose. I have no purpose. But that is not true. Everyone has a purpose. And that purpose is to live your life. You only have one. And although you might say, well, I don't want to live it, I just want to die. A lot of times, death is no easier to depressives because death by suicide is one of their solutions to the pain and the distraught that is brought to them by the disease of thoughts they experience on a day-to-day basis. Now, the only way that a lot of depressives feel like they can escape the disease of thoughts and depression is by taking their own life, which is why people do that. But let me tell you, when you are depressed, you feel alone. Granted, a depressive would know that. I'm blessed to not be a depressive, so I personally, I can't say that for myself, but I can say that for depressives. But you feel alone, even though you're not, even though you have family and friends who care about you. Now, and as you feel alone, you also feel like no one is going through quite what you're going through. And you're so scared of appearing in any way mad or upset that you will internalize everything. And you're so scared that people will alienate you further. So you clam up, and you don't speak about it, which is a shame, because speaking about it really does help. Not just speaking about it, but words in general are very powerful. Powerful enough to hurt someone's feelings, to make them cry, but also to make them feel better, to help them analyze their own mind, to help them deal with negative thoughts. Now, words, spoken or written, are what connects us to the world. Through literature, through text, email, social media, they connect us to the world. And so speaking about it to people who will listen, and writing about it too, because like I said, literature, writing about it helps. It helps us connect to each other and to our true selves. Literature helps us connect to other people and to our true selves. It's a popular notion that reading literature, reading books helps you understand the world better. And journaling about your own life and experiences helps you understand and get to know yourself better. In the sense that if you write about events on a regular basis that happen in your life and how you dealt with them and how you felt, that will help you understand how you coped with that event in the past, and that will give you a reflection on how to cope with it now, because our minds aren't the best, they're not the strongest, and there's a lot of things that we might not really absorb in our minds, like the events we go through. If we were to write about that, it would help us understand how we felt in that moment and what we did and how we can improve. Now, as humans, we're a clandestine species. Clandestine meaning that we're naturally ashamed, private, away, right? We're naturally ashamed when things go wrong, to put it better. We're naturally ashamed when things go wrong with us, but we grow out of the we can grow out of the shame. As humans, we don't want to share the negative experiences, like how your ex broke up with you or how your shawty cheated on you, whatever it may be. We're clandestine, which means we're naturally ashamed when things go wrong with us. We don't really want to share these things, which is why it's so hard for us to heal, because like I said, speaking about it helps. But being a clandestine species, it's hard for us to get to that point in the first place, because we feel ashamed when things go wrong with us. And we can grow out of the shame, believe it or not. We can grow out of that being clandestine. We can grow out of that, and we'll do this by speaking about it, like I said, and maybe even through reading and writing about it too. Because like I said, literature, reading, writing, or talking to someone will help us overcome our clandestine nature and heal. Now, here's a little quote. The bottom of the valley never provides the clearest views. Think about that. Time, and I say this time and time again to other people, time does heal in certain aspects, right? And if that is being depressed, you are going to find ways to get better with time, because you will always grow throughout time, and you will find solutions to help you cope with your pain. If you don't have the time, if you don't actually spend time on this earth to live through that and actually see that, you're never gonna heal. If you decide, unfortunately, and it's a lot easier than me telling you not to do it, if you do, die by suicide, you never healed. You were never able to heal, because you were never able to live so that you could heal, because time does heal. And now the tunnel does have a light at the end of it. This tunnel that we're talking about, the tunnel of mental illness and depression, it does have a light at the end, because help is available. If you seek help, you will find it. And words can just set you free. I think I'm going to end it at that, because this is going for a 9-minute video, and I just wanted to emphasize the importance of speaking, and that we will have troubles and difficulty in our lives, especially with mental illness. And this is just one kind of mental illness, but I feel like, to me, it's one that's impacted me the most, because people that I've known that have dealt with it, and it's hurt just to see someone struggling so much in their own minds. So I hope this might help you or someone you know. Laters.